Okay, cool. Is there a light I can turn? Perfect. Okay. Excuse me if I mess up. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, so it says, would it surprise you if I told you that over 500,000 people are expected to die of cancer this year in the United States? According to the American Cancer Society website, which amounts to roughly 1,500 people every day, about one person dies every 54 seconds. If you really think about it, someone else's life is cut short meaning when you're still alive and healthy. Shocking, huh? So, here we go. I'm going to basically, let's say, as you all know, cancer is ubiquitous. And so chances are someone close to you has probably died due to the onset of cancer. Whether it may have been a close friend or a beloved family member, cancer has affected all of our loved ones in some way, shape, or form. And with that, it is imperative that you realize that life is short because life-threatening conditions like cancer can affect anyone at any time. So in short, you can genuinely gain strength from this speech by becoming informed about what cancer really is, what its causes are, and what you can do to prevent its onset in the future by taking the time just to listen. Okay, so basically the things we're going to go over is what cancer is and how it works, what the primary causes of cancer are, and what can be done to prevent it. And also the last thing we'll be going over is the current treatments that are available for cancer patients, just in case you know someone already are in fact diagnosed. Okay, so this is our first slide. Let me start off by discussing what cancer is, how it functions, and the type of effects it can have on the body, while also reiterating the fact that cancer has become one of the dominant causes of death and disability worldwide, as briefly mentioned in Global Issues and Context 2016. Okay, so as you can see on the slide, it says, according to Global Issues and Context, cancer is by definition a generic term used to refer to a broad spectrum of diseases related to abnormal and uncontrolled cell division. Basically, it's evident that whereas normal cells in our body are able to divide and replicate in order to just replace old cells, cancer cells continually grow and divide without a purpose, and they don't stop at all. So after like a certain period of time, the aggregation or accumulation of cancer cells in the body will form a tumor, multiple tumors in certain parts of it, which will rather remain stagnant or will metastasize. Stagnant tumor is one that stays in the same spot and is a benign tumor. Malignant tumor is one that metastasizes, which metastasize means to spread, so it spreads throughout the body and it can kill you basically. So the other important thing to note about the formation of cancer is that all cancers are classified accordingly to which the part of the body they originate or they come from. So if someone has lung cancer, let's say, and that the cancer metastasizes, then the patient will be diagnosed with lung cancer since that was where it originated. Okay. Sorry about that. Did it really? Oh, well, it doesn't. It's fine. Anyway. it's good. Yeah. Okay. So now that you know what cancer is and how it works, it's time to talk about what types of things cause cancer and how you can prevent it. People often have much more control over cancer than they realize, and that their money or lifestyle choices can often affect whether cancer is likely to develop in the body in the future or not. So, to further explain, poor health choices often increase the person's chances of developing cancer. For example, things such as smoking, drinking, and eating unhealthy foods like foods that contain fat or a lot of their processed extensively can extensively increase a person's chances of developing cancer. So that's a fun fact. And anyway, however, just as cancer is very easy to obtain, it is just as easy to prevent as well. Well, unless you were born with a genetic predisposition. To construe, you can take precautions that will decrease your chances of developing cancer greatly, such as being active, maintaining a healthy diet, and weight, and by being screened or tested regularly by a doctor, or by simply just performing self-examinations in yourself, like let's say such as checking for normal bumps in the testes or the breasts. Those are the most common forms of cancer. And finally, I think it's now time to discuss the range of possible treatments that are currently available for cancer patients as of today. With today's technology and the advancements that have been made with scientific breakthroughs lately, there are now an extensive amount of options available for someone who has cancer and is looking to try and treat it as compared to the past. Okay, so through surgery, which is the first option, doctors will open up their patients, they'll find the cancerous tumor, and they'll physically remove it. Surgery is normally the best option as it offers the greatest chance of removing the cancer from someone's body because a physical and in-depth way of finding the tumor. Another form of available treatment is chemotherapy. In chemotherapy, anti-cancerous drugs are given to cancer patients as part of a standard regimen in which these drugs try to eliminate the cancer cells from a person's body. This is similar to radiation therapy, another potential form of treatment as well. This uses ionizing radiation to try and kill malignant cells, and those are all of your available options. Basically, so surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy are the most common and prevalent options out there, and that is definitely something you should consider if you have cancer. Obviously, you don't want to die. To conclude, cancer is a condition that is predicated on a person's lifestyle choices. If a person decides to live an unhealthy and careless lifestyle, it will increase their chances of getting cancer. But if that person decides to be healthy and knowledgeable about cancer, then they can immensely decrease their chances of obtaining it by taking such preventative measures. Moreover, cancer is essentially the uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells that aggregate to become tumors, those of which are either benign or malignant, as you can tell. The likelihood of developing cancer is increased when a person decides to make poor lifestyle choices, as I said previously. And however, although there are many ways to get cancer, there are many treatments, as I mentioned. The most prominent ones are those such as surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy, respectively. Like I said, surgery is the most popular, chemotherapy being the second, radiation therapy being the third. Okay, finally, to conclude. Cancer is different from many other diseases in that it has the ability to affect anyone at any time, and most of the time it cannot be immediately cured. So with that, let me end on the fact that according to Motley Fool 2016, at least 1/3 of all cancers are preventable for the World Health Organization. World Health Organization, cites tobacco as a cause of 22% of all cancer deaths each year, with physical inactivity, obesity, and alcohol use also factoring into its estimate. And so it can be seen there from this statistic that, in summary, if you're informed by cancer and you make the right lifestyle choices, that eventually your chances of getting it will be drastically reduced and you won't have to worry. And that is all. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing.
Yeah, that's good.